Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Superstar PartyPlex. Today's 12 FPS is Clown Care, and heads up, we don't know the exact Angst rating yet, but it's gonna be up there. And self care, note the content warnings. There's gonna be discussions of depression and probably suicidal ideation and just generally poor mental health. So, uh, keep that in mind. My name is Zen, and today I will be playing the ice cream clown, Cici. And joining me today, we have the other two clowns and their players.
Hi, I'm MJ, and I'll be playing Harlequinette, everyone's favorite prize corner clown.
And hi, I'm Della. I'm gonna be playing Jackie, our beloved half and half clown.
The clowns. Man.
Man.
Man. Harlequinette and Jackie have been kind of getting off easy recently with a lot of being left out of a lot of the recent events that could potentially be angsty. Um,
And it's time for that to stop.
yeah, Cici has meanwhile been going through it extremely bad. Oof. And
Cici has been put through the ringer.
she sure has. And traditionally, she would handle that the same way that she's been handling it, which is to bottle it up and not acknowledge it and pretend it's not happening. Uh, but
So healthy.
having recently learned she did was not in fact responsible for Ryland's mental breakdown, she's like, oh, maybe I can talk to people without handing them a death sentence.
Hooray!
mm,
Progress.
progress. So it's it's after closing at the partyplex. It's the overnight shift. Things are generally pretty quiet with no guests around. When Harlequinette and Jackie receive a message in the clown group chat, which I assume they fucking have because
Yeah. It'd be a surprise if they didn't.
mm-hmm. So Cici sends a message into the clown group chat that just says like, "Can I talk to you guys?"
There's like
Harlequinette,
an instant, of course, from
yeah,
Jackie.
Harlequinette also sends, of course, so, like a thumbs up emoji.
The line sticker back again, but it's Harlequinette thumbs up.
Maybe I think it would be funnier if it's like a Jackie thumbs up.
Yeah.
Imagine they both sends a thumbs up, but they're both using the other clown's emoji.
That's cute, yeah. They would do that.
Oh. Yeah. I think Cici is typing for a little bit and then is like, I don't really know how to do this, but not over messages.
I think
Uh,
Harlequinette will pose the idea of, oh, we should meet up in, do you want to meet up in one of our rooms?
yeah, depending on how private this is, we could always go to mine.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
E. I think Jackie will offer to come help Cece get there, since she was already on her security patrol, probably, so it wouldn't be that hard to swing by.
Oh, yeah, Cici would accept and uh let Jackie know where she is, which is probably in the staff area for the ice cream parlor.
Mhm.
Man, hey Jackie, when you go to pick Cici up, do you want to roll like perception or insight?
Sure thing. What's my modifier? What do you think? They both won, so this is a great start for the thing. Natural 21.
Oh
Wow.
boy. Yeah, do you want to
Jackie's in security mode, so she's very perceptive.
Mhm. Yeah, so Jackie notices that Cici isn't doing well. She's trying to like hold it together and put on a normal face uh until you know you guys get to Jackie's room, but like ooh, that is her smile and happy demeanor is even more strained than usual. And like
Mm.
as you get up close, you can notice the little flecks of paint that have been sort of scraped off her cheeks from where tears froze and she scrubbed them off.
Aw.
Yeah, she's gonna be extra careful helping Cici get there. There, there's probably a couple different ways they could go, because she could either like hold her hand and help her upstairs. She could like carry her, or like carry her on the wire. Whatever Cici prefers. But I think as they go, she does like send a quick message to Quinn, like, I think maybe we should like prepare ourselves for this one.
Like I think Harlequin would send like a concerned emoji and then like a thumbs up, but you get the vibes that the thumbs up is like, oh god, what are we gonna get to?
Yeah, she felt Quinn should probably have a warning, considering the state Cece's in.
I think Quinn has already like made their way to Jackie's room and it's just like sitting there and like it's like I need to make this even cozier. So now they're just like making a nest for the clowns to sit in.
Just stealing Jackie's personal nest and putting it in the middle room instead of her normal bed part.
Yeah, I was just thinking more like just like slowly removing every plushie they have in their hammer space and making like a blanket pillow for it with all the stuff they can grab. So maybe some of Jackie's normal nest is also incorporated.
Quinn's just like, oh god, what do I do? Oh god, what do I do? Make it cozier.
Make it cozier.
it
Plushies are never a bad answer.
it is cute how both of those two have the natural instinct to make a nest out of pillows
Clowns
and
just
stuff.
naturally nests.
Yeah, I guess so.
Clowns are an egg-laying mammal.
That was beautiful. Thank you, MJ.
You're welcome.
10 out of 10 statement.
But yeah, I think Cici is fine with being carried by Jackie.
He.
So she is, I feel like, uncharacteristically sort of quiet and leaning into Jackie as Jackie carries her up to the room.
Oh. I, I think Jackie like subtly nuzzles her as they get to the room and like she can open the door.
Man,
They're friends, Your Honor!
they're friends.
Friendship, friendship, friendship.
And then they get to the room and it's like I'm picturing a Harlequinette barely visible in a sea of plushies.
Yeah, you just see like their glowing dot eyes peering out from a blanket.
Jackie carefully deposits Cici into the middle of the nest. Maximum cozy position, because then they can curl up around her on either side.
Ah, man.
Is that Cece's internal monologue? Ah.
Man, I don't know what Cece's internal monologue is. I think right now she's just like a little bit confused mostly. Like, Jackie's room didn't look like this last time I was up here. What's with all this?
Could I roll insight and see if Harlequinette picks up on that confusion and answers that I did this?
Yeah, sure.
What is your insight, my clown? +6, right? You're good at this. You better be good at this. You are not good at this. Incredible, that's only an 8.
With an 8, I think any insight that Quinn might have gotten into how Cece is feeling is um swept away by the for Quinn very obvious like waves of sadness coming off of her.
Oh. I think they shimmy out of where they were kind of buried in the blankets and like lay a gentle hand on Cece's shoulder and say, "Hi, it's good to see you today."
Is that
Well, yeah, you're our friend.
Yeah, we haven't been able to hang out with you a lot recently, and of course we would miss you.
man? Honestly, I think she starts crying.
Like immediate panic from Quinn. I was like,
Yeah,
tissues. We need tissues."
yeah, Jackie just scrambles and like hugs Cece while she points to the nearest tissue box in her room.
Just Harlequinette like 4-legged run crawl over to the tissue box, sprints back with tissue box and holds it aloft for Cici.
Yeah, I don't know that she would take one without more prompting, but
If she doesn't take one, I think Quinn will grab one and like gently start dabbing at her face.
God.
Yeah, like Cece's rubbing her back in the hug.
Jackie.
Jackie, sorry, I'm so caught up in the awe that my brain is melting.
Mm, man. Uh, yeah. I think Cece kind of wraps one arm around each of the clowns and sort of pulls them into a hug.
Oh.
Clown hug.
Yeah, Jackie will curl around her protectively.
Same with Quinn. They are a bundle of clowns.
Yes.
Man, she is still crying in the middle.
Quinn is like internally debating like do they prompt her to like say what's upsetting her, or do they wait for the crying to stop before they ask, or do they just That's all she wanted, silent comfort.
Yeah. Uh, can Jackie roll insight on which option would be best since she's got a lot of experience dealing with crying people?
Sure, yeah. Then Harlequinette can roll another insight too.
Yay! Okay, dirty 20.
13.
Alright. Uh 13 for Jackie. I mean, hmm. You could both tell she just kind of, there is stuff she wanted to say, but she got really overwhelmed. And
Mm.
uh yeah, I think Jackie gets that she's very overwhelmed. Uh Quinn could get that she kind of just needs to cry it out and calm down a little bit, and then she could probably say what she was planning on.
Nod. Okay. Quinn, then, opts to wait and just keep comforting her, and I think they kind of give a silent, glance to Jackie, like, trying to convey that information.
Yeah, Jackie nods, and I think because I think it's been said before that she's got the music box in her chest thing for lullabies for nap time or something.
I
Yeah,
do not
she
remember
switches that
this.
on. Nice comforting sound.
Man. Uh.
They love her. That's their friend.
Mhm. And that's what's overwhelming her.
Poor thing.
Yeah, so she sits there holding them and crying for several minutes before the crying starts to die down, and then she's just sitting there, still holding on to them.
Hmm.
I, I don't know why you guys care about me.
Oh, Cici.
I think Harlequinette, like, that takes them off guard, and then they have to think for a moment and goes, I mean, you're our friend? I don't know how to explain it deeper than that. We like being around you.
And Jackie nuzzles her again.
But I feel like all I do is break things and make them worse.
No, that's not true. We've had so many good times with you. Remember?
Most of those good times presumably being off screen because damn,
Yeah.
the clowns
We
don't get
haven't.
together for games very much.
We just had to assume that they've, at least in the past, before everything went to heck, we're hanging out often.
Yeah. I mean, they like each other enough to do sleepovers randomly together, so it's heavily implied. I love our clowns dearly.
We love the clowns. I'm trying to think of what all the clowns did. Like, what are clown activities? Like, obviously they had clowning around where they harassed Benji together, and clowns that harass people together stay together, and then they had
Yeah,
the creep over.
a, a clown bonding activity is hunting together as a pack. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was said in text somewhere that Jackie would visit Cici often,
Oh yeah.
like when she gets the chance, and let Cici like vent to her about stupid customers, and she could talk about the crazy stuff that happens with the kids.
Hmm. Which, or at
And I
least
think
try to, because Cici would not vent to her.
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was mentioned once, I can't remember when or where or why, but that like Cici and Harlequinette were kind of like had like a Mean Girls thing going on where they would like just get together and kind of like gossip a little bit about just be a little bit of a hater together.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, because Cici has tried to not complain to the other clowns and other fellow animatronics because, well, look how that went with Rylan, she thought.
Maybe this
Mm.
is like stuff that happened they did together pre-Ryland, so it sort of shows like oh they
Ah,
are withdrawing.
Yeah.
man.
Either way, those two definitely would not let her completely isolate, knowing them. She is invited to so many hangouts.
Yeah. So she's sort of like hears that and thinks it over for a little bit. Um and then uh sort of quietly says, I think there's something wrong with me.
Ooh. Yeah, Jackie immediately wants to refute that, but she's smart enough to know that it would be better to like ask why she thinks that.
Harlequinette has a similar train of logic and like they hug her a little tighter and go, "What makes you think that?"
In my brain, they both say it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it here, because I can't seem to be happy, because I don't like being like this.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that. I know we've had a rough stretch here at the PartyPlex. But
Even
what do
before
you
that, I mean, I don't think I can remember even before Rylan and everything just being okay and happy here.
Ooh.
Harlequinette has like a look of devastation cross their face, and then they kind of like mask shift to one of thought as they think that over and say, "So, uh, well, that's a troublesome thing, but maybe there's a way to fix it. I refuse to believe anyone's destined to be unhappy. I'm sure there's a way we can make you happy, or help you be happy, or I don't know, something."
Yeah. I, it definitely hit Jackie hard too, but I think she's thinking of something to say in a different way because she's a caretaker. I think she's had thoughts about people who don't enjoy the situations they're in and the lives they're living. She's just trying to find the words to tell Cici that she's not the only one who feels like that.
Harlequinette used to feel like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Or I have a feeling in this game we're gonna get into a situation where Harlequinette's gonna be like, "I can relate, but how do I explain I can relate without mentioning I was like a monster for 15-ish years?"
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can. I just don't know what it would be or how to do it. It's not like I've never ever been happy. I like being around you guys and I liked being around Rylan. It just never seems to last long enough.
Hmm. I think Jackie like gently starts like rubbing her thumb over Cece's wrist and is like, it's. I can't say I understand the feeling of not liking being here, but it's not something you're alone in. There's lots of people out there who are born or made into a situation that they don't end up liking. But you, even if you don't know now, and even if it might take a while, I'm I'm sure we can find a way to help you through this.
Right. Um, this isn't something I talk about a lot, but I believe you two are aware how I was sort of came from outside of the Plex and was a refurbished thing. I won't say that the situations were exactly similar, but I was in a situation where I wasn't happy and I didn't really know how to get out of it or to change it, and then, well, then something happened and it got changed without me really having an input. Uh, I don't quite know what I'm trying to say. Hold on, what am I trying to say? Well, I think what I'm trying to say is that we can things change and maybe we can figure out what about this situation we can change to help you. So you like hanging out with us and you liked hanging out with Rylan. What don't you like though? Like specific stuff, or is it like some things you hate, some things you're neutral, and some things you like?
I will say when Quinn opened up a little bit, they got a soft look from Jackie, but she has focused back on Cece again.
Aww. I, I don't know if I try to break things apart. I just hate every part of them. I hate having to be nice to people that aren't nice to me and do things for them. And
I'm gonna say like Quinn gets up, grabs like a nearby like notepad and pack of crayons, and writes down on it customer service and
Making a
holds.
list is pretty constructive.
And I think like in addition to customer service, then they write down alternatives to that maintenance behind the scenes. Like they're trying to brainstorm things that could get Cici not having to deal with people who are mean.
Yee. Man, if the clowns were allowed to punch customers, I think they would do it for Cece. They're very protective of the people they care about. It's their nature as security bots.
Mhm. I think
man.
Harlequinette manages to sidestep dealing with bad customers just by being such a creepy little freak. Creepy, tall freak, really.
Creepy
Yeah,
huge freak.
Creepy,
yeah.
huge freak.
Jackie doesn't really get to avoid it because it's she works with children whose parents can sometimes be great, and they can sometimes be the most entitled people on the planet. But she likes the kids enough that it balances out.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette once they finish writing that very short list that like they walked back over and kind of showed and go like, have I think I've isolated at least part of the problem here, and I think there are alternatives. You could at least work a different job in the PartyPlex and not have to deal with customers that are rude.
Yeah, then I'd only have to deal with the other employees that are. Uh, at least when the people that are in the ice cream parlor are rude to my face, it's easy just to point at them and say, hey, they're being mean and I don't like that. With the employees, some of them act like just because they're being nice, I should do everything they want me to do. Because, hey, they asked nicely. It doesn't matter what I want, as long as they're not being mean, I have no reason to say no.
Harlequinette thinks for a second, looks at the notepad, slowly writes hunting employees for sports before scratching that out.
Yeah, Jackie was frowning at the stuff about the employees, and like it was visible in her face that she was so tempted to offer beating up employees for Cici. Fight for her friend's honor. And even if beating up isn't an option, they can always scare the hell out of the employees so they behave.
Mm.
Harlequinette is now like they have a really puzzled look on their faces. They're trying to figure out, is there any way to work at the PartyPlex without having to deal with employees? And as security clowns, they kind of almost have that because they're like oftentimes higher ranked than most employees, except for like management.
Yeah. And there's also the thing of they're scary as hell when they're in security doing stuff.
Yeah, so I think
So,
they very slowly, as an alternative to hunting people for sport, right? Head of security clown? Or maybe not head of security, but security clown.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
They flip their notepad back over and just silently show Cici the idea.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really care about most of the people here. I mean, you guys and the other animatronics, sure, but it's really hard to care about people when you know they wouldn't care about you.
Jackie, like, snuggles against her more as like, it's not something you have to decide now, but uh, if it helps, as security, your job would be making sure the rest of us animatronics are safe. You don't necessarily have to focus on helping everyone the way we do. You can just focus on the ones you want. Choose your own patrol route, something like that.
That's an idea. Wonder if it's possible to make a new position for you, since I mean a position other than security, like we have some sort of like animatronic representative defense attorney. I don't know, like someone whose job it is to help us other animatronics be seen and heard.
You mean like I think Jackie she tries to resist the bit but she fails and she's just like, so like a union head?
I think that gets a small smile out of Harlequinette. Potentially, it would be really making something up in a way, but Cici likes animatronics. Cici has strong opinions on organics, and I just feel like if anyone had a job of telling off rude, entitled customers that they're being mean to the people that live here, animatronics that live here, uh, Cici would probably be pretty good at it, though. It kind of circles back around to dealing with humans.
She nods.
I think Cici again very quietly is like, I don't think I like it here. I don't want to leave you and the others behind, but and I don't know where else to go, but
Harley Quinn gets a strange look on their face, and then it's sort of like, I mean, I think you could stay here and not work here. And you
If
must
only these
imagine.
two were in the if only these two are in the know about Nova, they could like be like, what if we just got Nova to make you an apartment and you just stay there until closing time?
Like, Harley Quinn's just thinking of all the people who already live here rent free. The
Yeah.
Night Terrors,
Yeah.
Ezra, technically, before he got the technician and security jobs.
Frankie.
Frankie,
Yeah. Jackie especially knows that
the
one.
spider triplets, even. Like,
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of people living here rent free under management's nose.
the glove.
I don't know
Cool.
if any of well, Jackie knows about the glob. I don't know if Quinn
Hmm,
does.
I think Quinn met the glob once in Prizes and Surprises.
Hmm.
maybe.
Man, I don't even remember what that one was. Was that
It's just,
text?
no, that was an actual game, I think. Yeah.
I have no
But it was
memory
just
of
a silly
this.
little guy. It was Harley Quinn dealing with yet another little weirdo in the PartyPlex and being like, yeah, sure, this is fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Harley Quinn has the strangest position of all of just being pro people living rent free in their home.
Pro squatters.
Pro squatters. Squatter rights.
Oh my god, there's no wiki page for it? Oh my god. I dropped the
Prizes
ball
and Surprises
somewhere.
Lost Media? Did I ever upload it? To, like,
PartyPlex lost media real.
My
we'll
god.
have
No,
to, after this game is over.
the raw audio is linked. Why is this not on the to-do list? Anyway, uh
A problem for later.
Right now it's clown time.
yeah. We're focused on a different clown right now. Uh I think Cece's like I, I don't know. I guess it's worth trying. I don't know what'll be better.
That's why we've got to try things and figure out what suits you best. Because, well, to put it bluntly, if you're in hell, why would you stop there? You should keep going. Because one day you'll get out.
I hope you're right.
Mm. We'll be with you every step of the way. Promise.
Harlequinette nodding. Anyone want to roll insight on Harlequinette? Because
Yeah!
they're just like, do I bring up the tragic backstory? Do I bring up the tragic backstory? Would that help the situation at all?
17.
18, surprisingly.
The clowns are very in tune with each other. Um,
It's beautiful.
yeah, I say both Jackie and Cici can, like, just from the look on Harlequinette's mask, and probably, like, I imagine they still are holding, like, the notepad and are just, like, slowly, like, kind of anxiously, like, tapping the crayon they were holding on it. They can just tell Harlequinette has something to say that they're not sure about saying. And it's not necessarily a good thing, but it's something they're thinking about.
Jackie, like, tilts her head slightly at Quinn.
Yeah, I think similarly, Cici is like just looking at Quinn.
When seeing they're both looking at them, kind of just like breaks eye contact and goes, it's just again speaking from personal experience, I would say it's possible to get out of hell.
Jackie does not like the implications that Quinn was in hell in the first place, but she will not comment. Now's not the time.
Uh, Harlequinette really thinking now and sort of just like very delicately tiptoes into more detail, going, I went through a lot of changes in my life, and not all were for the better, but once I got here to the PartyPlex, I changed for the better for sure. Uh, got this whole new look and a new name even, and I've enjoyed my time here, but if this is where you're not happy, then I will say, well, first, I do believe we should see if we can make your stay here work, and well, let's break it down. The things you can change. You can change your situation, your job, where you live, your appearance, and if we're kind of leaving changing where you live out of the equation for now, maybe one of the other three things could work. I mean, maybe the work and situation are kind of part of the same, so maybe two things. Makeover? Job change?
Do you really think management is going to be okay with that?
I don't care what they think, honestly. We're living beings and they've made us, sure, but I feel like a lot of things go on here that management would rather not be going on, and then it's still happening, so they just shrug and kind of go, if we do it, they can't stop us.
Yeah, see, Jackie is a lot more blunt in that she leans over to like stare Cici directly in the face and is like, Cici, I would fist fight management for you.
Thanks, Jackie.
I hold them all so soft.
So soft. Hold clowns gently.
Would you guys like to roll an insight on Cici?
Yes,
Yeah. We love our Cici.
CC beloved.
19.
Mm, Spicer. 17.
Yeah, so I think you can both tell that, like, as Harlequinette suggests a makeover, Cici is, like, a little bit intrigued, but also a lot nervous and worried. Uh, Mostly about not so much for herself, but more about how you would react.
Mm.
Harlequinette has like gets like kind of like a almost like a pog sort of face on their mask, and then kind of like leans a little closer to Cece and goes, "Um, forgive me if I'm making an assumption, but if you are interested in a makeover, we can try that for sure. And we could try different styles. We could do a little montage."
Yeah, I mean, I've got all sorts of costumes that you could borrow, and I could stitch them. Me or Quinn could probably stitch them into the right size. And, well, I'm pretty good with arts and crafts, so I could probably help you with paint if you want anything changed there. And we, there's a lot that we could do if you want it.
Like, just imagine Harlequinette is like nodding very like very eagerly behind Jackie.
Yeah,
I'm picturing
Jackie.
like uh the two of them looking at Cece so excited with like cartoon sparkles around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to give her a makeover. Jackie is so ready to like use the mental system to like book a session at the hair salon if necessary.
uh,
Harlequinette, meanwhile, is like, "Can we bribe Ajax into making any modifications that we can't do?"
Absolutely, you know Ajax. Absolutely. If anyone can bribe him, it's Quinn.
would he even need to be bribed is the question. Or would he just do it for the love of the game?
I think bribery in this case would just be like a lollipop.
Slipped very surreptitiously from hand to hand while they're both looking the other way.
Yeah.
But I think as the other clowns get very excited about this, Cici kind of like curls in on herself a little and seems more nervous.
Oh, Jackie
Harlequinette,
backs
like,
off a little.
yeah, like, I feel like both go like, at least Harlequinette looks for a second like they ate a lemon, and then, like, they, like, kinda, like, hold Jackie's shoulder. It's like, "I think we have to lower the energy here. Turn down the dial a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
We would be happy to help you, but it, of course, is not a requirement."
It it's you, so it's your choice.
Exactly.
I just. I'm scared you won't want to be my friend anymore if I'm not still a clown.
I, I think Jackie like blinks at that in shock and is like, "When did we ever give you that impression?"
Yeah,
Oh,
Harlequinette looks a little confused and is like, "Ajax isn't a clown, and he's my friend. Being a clown isn't a requirement. It's sort of, I know, like the bit of us being the clown trio, but you're allowed to not be a clown if you don't want to."
of course we'd support you no matter what. We like you 'cause you're you, not 'cause you're another clown.
Harlequinette nodding.
Man, I think she's crying again.
Back to the hug.
Back
Hold
to
her
the hug.
soft. She has the most supportive friends in the world, and she deserves it.
Uh, I think Harlequinette goes back to the hug, like squeezes Cece for a second, and then like opens their eyes with like a little light bulb above their head, and they grab the notepad again, and they just start scribbling like different like alt outfit ideas for Cici. A lot of which seem to be leaning goth, but that's probably their own preferences leaking through.
Goth CC. I think it's hit me before, but it is hitting me once again that technically both the security clowns are like have a lot of black and scariness to them at
Mm,
certain times. So you could say they are both goth clowns if you squint.
the spooky alt clowns.
The spooky old clowns.
Yeah. In character, Cici doesn't know what else she would want to look like. Out of character, I don't know what else Cici should look like. But, man.
Cici, just in terms of personality, I figure would kind of be like vaguely punk in a way.
Yeah.
Mm, I could see that perhaps.
Mhm.
She doesn't like being presented as so cheerful and colorful when inside she's mostly miserable.
Mhm.
So yeah, I feel like while Harlequinette is drawing up outfit ideas, Cici is kind of crying into Jackie's shoulder.
Yeah. Jackie's like rubbing a hand on her back and like probably is making some sort of purring noises with her inner workings because comforting sound, holding her very soft.
Maybe Cici is the one who needs emo bangs.
I feel like those would annoy her to no end. Man.
Man. So like my
Man,
brain is just in like character design mode of what would fit.
I'm also having thoughts now. But before we get too into that, I feel like Cici pulls herself like the slightest bit together and tearfully asks like is this too much? Am I asking too much right now?
No, 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 of
of
course
course
not.
not.
And like Harlequinette like holds aloft her notepad and it's like, how do you feel about gothic styles? Yes, no, maybe so. You don't have to actually decide right now.
I don't know. At least it doesn't have all the bright colors.
I think while they're doing that, Jackie like nuzzles under Cece's chin and is like, you know, you could ask the world of us and we would do our darndest to get it to you.
But what if that hurts you in the process? I don't want to hurt you.
We're a lot stronger than you think. And we know how to be careful.
Right, and well, if we want to go with the worst case scenario of somehow us helping you hurts us, that's frankly a sacrifice I'd be willing to make.
Exactly.
Please, please, please don't do that. I can't handle that again.
Oh,
Oh. Harlequinette drops a notepad and crawls back over to Cici to hug her.
Mhm.
Yeah. If anyone wants to question why Cici said again.
I think, like, Harlequinette might have an inkling, but I
Yeah.
think they will very gently ask, now what do you mean by again? I think I have an idea, but I don't think that it's your fault anything bad happened before.
I thought that I was the reason that Rylan.
Oh.
Oh, Cici.
And I couldn't tell you or anyone about it because what if it happened to you too?
Oh. Jacky's got like this heartbroken puppy look and squeezes her tighter.
Found hug getting to constrictor levels.
Mm-hmm.
I think Harlequinette's been clued in about. Has Harlequinette been clued in about what actually happened to Rylan with Rara and whatnot? I'm trying to remember if that's happened.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so they might have zero clue. Okay. Since I feel like it would. If it did happen, it was not on screen. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to make the assumption that they've been told about that yet.
Yeah. I will say Nova did also Crow's Nova didn't just tell Ezra, she also told James, Archie, and Chip in Facing the Funhouse. Uh
Mm-hmm.
but again, not Harlequinette. So
And
Yeah.
James would be the only one who would potentially have passed that information along. So I'm gonna go with no for now.
yeah, James
Since
is pretty careful about keeping other people's secrets.
so Harlequinette can't quite figure out why Cici only just now realized that such a thing wasn't her fault. But they're still patting her and they go, it was never your fault that that happened. I don't know what happened with Rylan, but it wasn't your fault, and I don't know if it was any one person's fault. It's you can't you can't blame yourself for when people other than yourself do bad things, and I understand the feeling of thinking and wanting things to have gone differently, or wishing you had noticed something or said something different, but you can't blame yourself for the actions of another person.
I mean I thought I I thought that I told him too much about the things I didn't like and how I didn't like this place and that he just couldn't handle it. But you know that technician Ezra,
Yeah.
I'm aware of Ezra, yes.
he says it was the Rainbow Rabbit. That she just put a virus in him and made him do all that.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Jackie stiffens up because the implications of that can happen.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
think
that's
both
bad for her
security
protective
clowns have like
programming.
stiffened. Like
Yeah.
palpable
Both of them are
panic.
like, yeah, both of them in the like that can happen. Ooh, not a good. not a good revelation for them for sure.
Uh,
'Cause how are they supposed to protect against that?
w- excuse me a moment, Cici. And like Harlequinette lets go of her and kind of like drags himself away and just sort of like has like a hand over their mouth and is clearly like thinking very worriedly. Uh, that could happen. Why haven't the rest of us been told that? That's
I think he only found out recently. Somehow she did it to him, too.
Uh,
he haunts the
she
machine. Maybe that's how. But
that's uh, I think Jackie doesn't really know what to say to that, so she just like buries her face in Cece's neck, like very protective thing. It's less like a cuddle and more like she's trying to block Cece from anything around her with her body.
Eh,
Protective.
man.
now all the clowns are having a crisis.
Mm.
Sharing is caring.
It really is. I mean, a burden shared is a burden halved. All
Harley
that
Quinn,
jazz.
yeah, Harley Quinn, kind of like out loud is like re-going over the situation. So, okay, you thought Rylan went insane because you told him stuff you weren't happy about, but Rylan probably. I mean, I always figured Rylan just had some sort of catastrophic error that caused that to happen. But it wasn't that, and it wasn't what you were worried about. It was this third thing that now maybe we all have to be worried about.
Hmm.
But okay, silver lining, at least you know for sure it wasn't the thing you were worried about.
Yeah, I'll also add to Quinn's crisis. That was well before anyone knew the Rainbow Rabbit was active at the PartyPlex.
I want you to imagine they just did the last line I had them say, and then their face like goes into like a blank flat line, wide eyes, as they have that
Mm.
realization. And then they just like drag their hands down their face and go, that was before the Rainbow Rabbit was around.
Jackie like growls a little. Also, it's not very relevant, but just that reaction immediately makes me go, "Oh, Quinn would not like knowing the Rara visited Ajax in the hospital back then."
Quinn would be out for blood. Oh, but Quinn now knows that the identity of the Rainbow Rabbit. Yeah, so would Quinn have known when Bailey was hired? Was Bailey hired at the point that Rylan went cuckoo bananas?
Yeah, she worked here for several years before that, so she might have actually been working here before Quinn was retrofitted and made into Harlequinette.
Oh boy. Quinn going through like
Mm.
going through what they know and answer Crow's question. Harley Quinn learned a while ago. I'm forgetting exactly when they learned, but I know they knew it as of unmasking the truth. Or whatever it was called.
Oh boy.
Yeah, unmasking the truth.
Mm. Well, I guess that's a conversation Quinn and Ajax can have sometime, but not now. Now it's Cece time.
Hmm.
CC time.
Because, yeah, Quinn doesn't know Ajax has been canonically talking to Bailey, who wants to study him like a bug.
Didn't he tell
That was
Quinn about
yeah,
that?
that was in unmasking the truth. Since like in
Oh,
unmasking the
no, no, no.
truth, it
Yeah,
was
he
like
did. He did.
Ajax told
Sorry.
Harley Quinn about that, and Harley
I,
Quinn told Ajax about some of the Night Terror stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's been so long. I keep forgetting who Ajax told about the dilemma.
It's
That's
been
like
so
a
long.
last me never being able to keep track of who knows what and who was told what.
Mm. Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, poor the clowns are going through a crisis together.
I think Quinn
Crisis
right now
deck.
is just thinking about what else. Like if Bailey is the Rainbow Rabbit, okay, but she only started being the Rabbit recently. Now it's like, oh, she's been evil for like ever.
Mhm.
Okay, what else could she have done that we don't know about yet?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
as
I'm
far
gonna
as
roll
you
a
know,
whiz save actually.
yeah,
Oh
the
yeah.
first time that you guys caught wind of the Rainbow Rabbit was recently-ish, several months ago now at this point, but
Uh, I I got a 14, so I'm gonna say that Jackie like pulls back and takes a deep, unneeded breath and breathes it out and is like, "Okay, right now we're focusing on Cici. We can confer about that later. Right now, it's about our friend."
Right. Right. And I will say out of character, we are getting to an hour in. Should we take a break?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
break
this seems like a
time.
decent point.
Take 5.
We're back. Man, I feel like Cici is sitting there still sort of crying a little and it's like I'm really sorry for upsetting you guys. I didn't mean to make you worry, but actually, yeah, this probably is the sort of thing you should know about.
Yeah, thank you for telling us.
Yes, thank
But
you.
it's something we can worry about later. Right now, it's about you.
It's about you, and again, I would just like to reassure you that you're opening up to people isn't something that will hurt them. It might not always be fun, but you aren't going to drive us insane. I promise you that.
If anything, I feel really honored that you chose to trust us like this, even after you thought all that stuff about yourself. I'm very proud of you.
She's looking at Jackie with like the most like I have the reaction image in my brain, but I don't know how to find it. Just like the most pathetic, wet, teary eyes.
Like wet seal eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Cece is very loved and it's fully hitting her now. Yippee!
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if it's fully hitting her, but eh.
It's hitting her more than before.
Mm-hmm.
It's beginning to make impact.
So she's just sitting there leaning into Jackie.
Oh. I love them, Your Honor. The friends ever.
Friends
Mm-hmm.
ever. I'm trying to think about what the next move should be.
They talked about doing a makeover before getting into all this, but I don't know if that's they might have been distracted from it in character too.
Well, I feel like they'll circle back around to it. I guess out of universe, do you like want to have this be like us helping figure out what CC will be?
Hmm. That's a good point. That might be something for another time so that I can think over what the heck Cici ends up with before.
Yeah. So right now it might be more like getting her to give more detail and like helping her recover from it.
Mhm. So if there's anything you want to ask questions about or prompt her to say, she's pretty just uh
Sad puddle.
yeah.
As Harlequinette, I'm trying to think of how Harlequinette would broach further questions since they're sort of like, oh gosh, she's crying already.
Mm.
I think they would
I
very
think Jackie's got a question.
oh, go for it, Jackie.
Mm. She'll like hold Cece's hand and it's like, not that I think it's true, but I just want to be sure. We didn't ever contribute to making you feel like this, right?
Cici shakes her head. No. No, you guys. I mean, you kept insisting on seeing me after when I was trying to push everyone away, but that wasn't. It wasn't like you were acting entitled to my time or something. We were friends. That was. It was fine.
Okay, good. I just wanted to be sure.
Quinette nodding in the background. We just want to do right by you. Is there? I'm going to make the assumption that perhaps right now is not the best time to figure out what we'll do for your makeover. But when you're ready to do that, uh, just call us up and we'll help.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh,
for now, if there's anything that we can do to help you in the short term, right now we can certainly try.
Yeah, and if you have anything else you want to get off your chest, we'll listen.
I don't really know. This is so much more than I've ever told anyone before.
Hmm. She nods and leans her cheek against Cece's cheek and is like, well, I'm not happy that you aren't happy with any of this, but I am glad that you being made here and all meant that we all got to meet, that you got to be in our lives. I wouldn't change that at all.
Same.
Uh,
Like Harley Quinn has come back to sit by Cece's other side.
Man,
Clown
Cece's
cuddles.
crying again.
Mm, If you want later after you're done crying, I could help you touch up your face paint. Since it's gotten a little. She like rubs her thumb down the tear tracks. You know.
Hmm. Uh, I think Cici like shakes her head. What's the point anyway?
I mean, the point would be helping you, but if it's not something you want, then it doesn't happen. Simple as that. Man, head in my hands. The fact Cece keeps going on about how people don't respect her agency, and then these two are giving her so much respect. Man.
They're twins.
Yeah.
They are so sweetie pie.
I know you've already told us a lot, um, but I just want to put out the idea, and you don't have to do this, but if you want, if you have even more to say or just more you'd like to vent about in general, you can go ahead.
Mm. Do you want to roll insight?
Yee!
Inside.
Rolling insight, the game.
The game. 19.
15.
Yeah. I think you can both kind of tell that, Cici is thinking it over. Uh, Jackie can tell she's like considering something and actively deciding against it because she she can't talk about anything related to Nova. She can't share Nova's secrets, even if her friends are being so nice.
Hmm. Thank
The
you,
web of
Cece, for
secrets
your
in the
respect of Nova.
PartyPlex.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jackie squeezes her hand reassuringly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Is Cici one of the ones, like, she can't swear, right?
Yeah, she can't swear.
Harlequinette and I have just had an idea, and I think Harlequinette is just going to very gently offer, I don't know if this would actually help you in any capacity, but I have a friend on the maintenance technician team who might be willing to do away with your sensor.
Give her the power.
Actually, before we pursue this any further, I'm wondering if we can put a pin in and sort of walk back this sentence and maybe come back to it later to have
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Cici bring something else up. Uh,
Yeah.
that like I feel like she wouldn't make this change of conversation after that's brought up, but
Yeah.
yeah, having been prompted, if there's anything else you want to talk about, like, and thinking it over for a minute, she's like, um, you know that security guard Kestrel? The one that's always in the full stupid suit?
Yes, we know Kestrel.
I know Kestrel pretty well. Not personally, but I know Kestrel. She thinks about the car incident.
He keeps coming around to the ice cream parlor and trying to talk to me and trying to make friends or whatever. And he came around.
Well, like,
Hmm?
oh no, you continue.
He came around right after I found out about Rylan, and he wouldn't leave, and I hit him.
Oh. I mean, if he wouldn't leave, then I think he deserved it at least a little, but
I guess it
to,
depends on how hard and in what way I understand wanting someone to leave you alone, and if he wasn't getting the message, I can't blame you. Was he? So you said he was trying to make friends?
Usually, this time he was trying to push his way into the freezer and make me talk about why I was crying.
Oh, Harlequinette does not look happy with Kestrel.
yeah, Jackie's like, he was probably worried about you, but that was way too far. The little smack was definitely, yeah.
It was more than a little smack. Um, I
Well,
kind
we
Mm.
haven't been sued, so
I kind of beat him up with the ugly ice cream sculpture that they tried to hang in the ice cream parlor a couple years ago.
well that I'm very sorry about the situation, but I'm now imagining him being hit over the head by an ice cream cone, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, Cici, what he did was definitely wrong, and he shouldn't have pushed you. Definitely deserved a little bit of hit, but I, I think as my integrity of my whole role, I am legally required to at least once say you resorting to that level of violence probably shouldn't be the first idea. But I'm not going to scold you for it because I don't want to.
And also, it
And
kind
he
of
did
sounds like
deserve a
maybe
little
it
hit.
wasn't the first idea. Well, I mean, just say this: if he tries to bother you again, and one of us are nearby, you can always alert us.
Yeah,
Or I could
if
go talk to him and tell him to leave you alone.
That too, yeah. We're technically in charge of him, so we could give
Yeah.
him a talking to.
yeah, it definitely wasn't the first. I tried ignoring him and then I told him to leave and I tried to shut the door between us and
Yeah, if you want us to talk to him and get him to stay away from you, I will do it without hesitation.
Harlequinette has the notepad back out and has once again written hunting employees for sport.
Here's how we get Kestrel to experience the clown trying threatening his life.
Turnabout. Revenge. Yeah,
Revenge for the car.
I think Cici nods and is like, I really don't want him coming anywhere near me again.
Then we'll talk to him.
Jackie nods. She's already planning and scheming.
What part?
Listen, he not only tried to run her over, but has now, probably not maliciously, but still done it, harassed her friend. She thinks he deserves a little bit of a spook.
Mhm.
Harlequinette has the least amount of grudge against Kestrel, but I don't think Harlequinette and Kestrel have exactly bonded in any way. So
We get a whole game around the clown, the security clowns.
oh, was Kestrel in Tears of a Clown? Maybe they did bond a little bit, but
Yeah, and they're also like in-laws once removed. I
Yeah,
think
I guess
yeah.
so,
because he's
in
the
a way.
adoptive dad to the boyfriends of their brothers.
Harlequinette's loyalty is to the clown, to his friend, to his clown friend, and his maybe not going to be a clown for long friend.
Mhm.
Yes. That would be a beautiful game of Jackie getting to lead the way to terrorizing Kestrel. Let
Yeah,
her do that.
Harlequinette just sort of Harlequinette being the one to say, "Okay, now let's pull it back a little bit, dial it down."
Jackie probably had like this look on her face or something, and that's why they had to say it.
Security mode face with the teeth.
Yeah, but like very pleased with herself as she's making plans to terrorize him.
You can lower the enthusiasm a little bit. But yes, we will be dealing with Kestrel.
Thanks. He doesn't seem to take me seriously when I ask him to go away, so.
You know what? Now would maybe be a good time for the swear offer. Like, would you
Yeah.
like to be able to curse at him next time if he
Yes!
tries?
If he ignores our warnings, you can cuss him out to the moon and back.
So yeah, Harlequinette re-raises. You know, if he's not taking you seriously right now, I don't know if this would exactly help, but my friend on the maintenance staff could potentially remove your sensor. Um, at the very least, swearing at someone would be, um, a step
Pardon?
before hitting them with an ice cream club.
Yeah.
That would be really nice. To not be stuck using second grade insults.
Soon, then soon enough, we will give you the ability to say, they look at Jackie for an example.
For a swear?
Yeah.
She switches to security mode face and with a wide grin goes, Motherfucker!
Yes, like that. You'll be able to say that.
Yeah, I think Cici smiles at the idea. That would be really nice.
Mm.
We could. Should we have this happen actively in this game, or have it be something that presumably happens in after the game? So, I mean, we have Ajax here at points at Dull.
We do have Ajax here. I honestly feel like taking Cici to get work done by Ajax could be an entire FPS on its own because I can't imagine that she would be very cooperative or nice.
Yeah,
Maybe combine it with makeover.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I do want to immortalize this joke I put in chat. Ajax, quote, I'm too beloved and good at my job for management to do more than a slap on my wrist, end quote, the technician upon being approached by any animatronic for help. He's not afraid to skirt above the laws for his friends. Maybe that's why they like him so much. But yes, let Cici swear.
Let's see if you
Let's see,
swear.
swear.
And hey,
Yes.
she's not actively crying anymore.
Yay! So we'll deal with Kestrel. We'll let you swear. Um, is there any other points of concern we should talk about, or that you would like to talk about? It can be something big or small, or just anything you want to get off your chest.
I think that's more than enough for today.
And that's fine. I'm just glad we could help here.
It was good to talk about it, and I'm happy you trusted us enough to to talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have you guys as my friends.
We're happy you're our friend too.
Harlequinette nodding, but the muse did just give me a pang of, oh gosh, will she still think that if she learns about the partial organic thing?
Harlequin having very close relationships with these other two clowns, being like, oh god, what if they learned more about me? Would they hate me? Quinn, I think they're too ride or die for that.
Mhm.
We can only hope.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you've at least gotten a glimpse through today's conversation that what Cici really hates about organics is them feeling entitled to her attention and time and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's not an actual, like, oh no, thing made of flesh. You, I hate. It's a socialization issue, which I think Quinn isn't. That said, if slash when she learns about it, she might have a moment, but
Yeah.
But it will be a moment and not the forever.
Yeah.
yeah. Crow's in the chat saying Quinn should have a heart-to-heart conversation about that. Do you think we should wrap it up?
I'm kind
Yeah.
of thinking, since I'm not really sure what else we would address at the moment, since the makeover stuff will have to be a different game.
Mhm.
And in the meanwhile, unless we want like Harlequinette to trip and spill all their own secrets, then I think we're good. Since it's a CC focus game.
Mhm. Yeah, she
They
got
gave me the
to
beautiful visual of Quinn like stumbling and being like, ah, fuck my secrets as tons of stuff spills out of their pockets.
their heart spilling
Yeah, they
out of
just
their
trip and
chest.
their heart actively falls out of their chest and it. Ugh.
A bunch of spiders crawl out over it too.
Everyone, avert your gaze.
But yeah, we can probably close out on them getting comfy in the nest and just being together.
Yeah, cuddles and comfort for Cici. Wah.
She deserves it. She's been so brave. I love her.
We love and
Wow.
support Cici in this house.
Yes. Well, then, thanks everyone for watching. We hope you had a
Yeah.
good time.
This has been fun
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
emotional. Not
Very emotional.
very emotional. We survived clown care.
We survived Clanker.
We survived clown
Bye.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.